divertir mucho.
And that means we're going to have a lot of fun.
Sí. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. And Matthew, first of all, we want to say thank you very much to the folks with the Economic Club, Great Lakes Bay region, for hosting us yesterday. That was a very good meeting, very interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was really interesting.
Picked up a lot of good pointers from the panel, which included Jim Howe, who's CEO with Star of the West Milling, John Bothroyd with Michigan Sugar, talking a little bit about the company, agriculture, and of course talking about his job, which is involved with governmental relations. And that is, needless to say, a real hotbed these days, especially with the Farm Bill legislation coming up. We had a good chance to talk to John, and we'll be talking to him again soon, as it does appear as though everything is probably going to be pushed right to the very end as far as trying to get that legislation taken care of. And then a couple of folks with Corteva. And again, we appreciated their insight as well. Temperature-wise, it looks as though the day yesterday is carbon copied today for the most part. We're not looking for our temperatures to really go up all that much. Matthew, where are we at right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 45. Over in Midland, it's also cloudy at 45. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 46. We have west winds at 6 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.08, and it's steady.
We need some sun in order to get up to our projected high temperature, which is still below normal. We're trying to get up to 55 degrees, and this afternoon, we are anticipating the clouds to thin out just a little bit. So hopefully with a few rays of sun, we can work our way at least into the low 50s. Started the morning off pretty chilly. Recovering a little bit, as Matthew said. We're moving into the mid 40s right now. Houghton Lake was at 34 this morning. West Branch at 33. Tawas at 39. Au Gres started off at 37 early this morning. Gladwin, you were at 35. Midland at the airport, they were reporting 32 degrees this morning. Bay City at 37. Saginaw at the airport, 36. Ithaca looking at 35. Mount Pleasant at 38. And Vassar was coming in at 39. 38 degrees, the back 40 in Richville. And again, everyone's talking about the moisture, about the precipitation. And the last government report to come out, which came out yesterday afternoon, indicated we've got more than enough precipitation. Topsoil moisture right now in the above average to surplus category is at 95%. And subsoil moisture is right up there as well, looking at 81% in the above to surplus category when it comes to subsoil and the topsoil moisture. We obviously need some drier weather, and it does appear as though we're not going to be looking at any rain shower activity, although it looks like it could rain anytime. We're not anticipating anything as we go through the day today, tonight, and during the daylight hours tomorrow. We're going to have a lot better chance of seeing sunshine tomorrow, and the temperatures definitely will respond. As we said, we're looking for a projected high temperature of 55 around here with some sun as we go into the afternoon. Clouds once again will be thickening up as we go into the evening hours. The main difference between what we have been seeing and what we're seeing right now is wind direction. We had been getting a lot of north, northeast, and northwest winds, light westerly breezes right now, and it'll turn a little bit further down toward the south and the southwest tonight. During the day tomorrow, we're going to be looking at a south breeze, 10, 12, 13 miles per hour, with a much better chance of seeing sun, 62 for a high tomorrow, 50 for a low tomorrow night. So what we have been seeing as far as high temperatures go, that's going to be our low temperature for tomorrow night. And the wind speeds will be picking up, coming out of the south, gusting up to 25 miles per hour. And after midnight tomorrow night, the chances of precipitation will increase rather dramatically, because we will be looking at shower activity in the morning hours on Thursday. Thursday's high will be close to 60 degrees. We'll have a southwest wind gusting to 25 miles per hour. The chances of showers will continue on again, off again during the day as a front will be moving through on Thursday night. Still a chance of showers, 48 for a low on Thursday night. Then during the day on Friday, there's still going to be a chance of some showers around, but that front will have passed through. We'll be looking at more westerly and northwesterly winds during the day on Friday, because the low pressure system that's causing all of this activity is going to be off to the east with that counterclockwise circulation of air. Still a chance of some showers on Friday, 54 for a high, 42 for a low on Friday night. Still a chance of some showers around on Friday night. The chances of showers will decrease rather rapidly moving into the early morning hours on Saturday. Saturday, as we work our way through the day, the chances of sunshine will increase. We're going to be looking only at 52 degrees because we still will be looking at a north and a northwest breeze on Saturday. But the chance for precipitation drops right off after the early morning hours. Upper 30s with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies on Saturday night. Then on Sunday and Monday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. On those 2 days, temperatures, though, are still going to be below average. 52 for a high, 34 for a low on Sunday night. So the best chance of seeing frost in the Great Lakes Bay Area more than likely will be on Sunday night. Then moving into the work week next week, temperatures will begin to work their way up. For the period of the 22nd through the 30th, we're looking for our temperatures to be above, if not much above average. Precipitation values will be pretty close to normal, maybe just a tad above. Record high in the state, 84. That was set back in 1947. The record low, 22, set in 1977. A year ago today, it was chilly. 45 was our high, 34 was our low. We picked up about 0.2 of an inch of rain. Sun will set this evening at 6:50. Rise tomorrow morning at 7:54. Incidentally, Matthew, we didn't mention yesterday and today, back in 1943, it started late on the night of the 16th and then moved into the 17th. We had 1.5 inches of snow on the ground.
Really?
Yep. 1943.
This early?
That's good. Thank goodness that was way back then.
I was about to say, snow, that much snow this early. I don't know if I'd be able to survive that.
Well, we've got a few more days where we were looking at 4 and 5 and 6 inches of snow in October, but that's another weather forecast. Weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. We'll talk who we got lined up today.
Up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons and Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But first, this.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth. Those Farmall tractors, they've still got a pretty good selection, and they've got some good financing opportunities or cash discounts available right now. So check it out. Those tractors range anywhere from 35 to 140 horsepower. So needless to say, getting the job done starts with choosing the right Farmall. And the folks at Weiss Equipment will help you with that. They carry a wide range of Case IH Compact Farmall Series tractors, anywhere from the Value Pack Compact Farmall A to the Deluxe Compact Farmall C and C Series with cabs. The tractor does it all, so no matter what you're doing, red, and it's Farmall. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. And Matthew, you were asking me about snow in October. In October the 12th, in 2006. Now, how old would you have been then?
I would have been 1.
1. Okay. We had a half inch. All right. And then on the 13th of October in 1936, we had a half inch. And on the 15th of October and the 16th of, or I should say the 16th and the 17th, that's what we just got done talking about, 1943. And the 19th, we had about a half inch. That was in 1989. October the 20th, we had 2 inches, and that was in 1992. And then on the 24th of October in 1933, we had 5 inches of snow.
Could you imagine having to dress up in your winter gear to go trick-or-treating on Halloween?
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Having to put your snow pants and your gloves and everything on.
That's the fun. That's the fun of Halloween, you know. Along with us right now is Abby Terwilliger. And Abby, what's the strangest weather you ever went trick-or-treating in?
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure growing up, my mom always bought our Halloween costumes a size or 2 bigger so we could fit the snowsuit underneath if needed.
Yeah. Well, I remember, and this really wasn't all that long ago, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on Halloween, they had just under 3 feet of snow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That was, talk about a mess. And the Hubert Humphrey Dome, a dome baseball stadium at that time, the roof, it was like the old Pontiac Silverdome. It was held up by the air. The air was working, but the snow was so heavy that it just pushed it right down, almost to the playing field. So, yeah, that was, boy, I don't know how many years ago that was, but I'm sure they want to forget that over there. Speaking of forgetting it, I mean, we really don't have to forget the markets today. For the most part, everything was kind of looks like lackluster, but who put the fire under the soybeans this morning?
Yeah, that's it's rallying up. It's up 10 at the moment. Almost here in Hemlock, it's pushing $12.25 a bushel. The crush report came out and it was higher than expectation. And then I think it's still just rallying off of the WASD report last Thursday.
Because everything else is maybe a penny down here, maybe 3 down there last time I looked. So probably not, other than that news, not a lot of business affecting the markets right now.
No, not a whole lot. Just have that harvest pressure going on. And I think right now probably a lot of farmers are a little more worried about getting in their fields than selling.
Yeah, I agree there. So on the board right now, Abby, what do you have?
On the board right now, we have $4.14 for corn, $12.23 for soybeans. If you still have red wheat to sell, it's $4.74, and if you still have white wheat, it's $5.39.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. You have yourself a great day, Abby. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Thank you. You too.
You bet. Abby Terwilliger over at the Andersons in Hemlock. Over to Oppenheimer we go with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy, real easy. You know, they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running at Steiner Tractor. Give them a call, 800-234-3280, or you can go to their website at steinertractor.com. And by the folks at Freeland Bean, getting that ground ready for springtime. now's the time to be thinking about it. And just as soon as you can get some work done, Mr. Farmer, it might be a really good idea to take a look at those fields, scout them. And if you do have any questions, Vic Huffer over at Freeland Bean, he's a certified crop advisor. He can assist you. Serving you since 1983. We're serving you is their business, Freeland Bean and Grain. We say good morning to Doug Klein at Oppenheimer. And Doug, what's happening now?
Well, it's a roundabout day, that's for sure. I don't know. It gets more confusing every day. But retail sales came out today. They were up 0.7. So that drove interest rates higher, which drove bonds lower, which started the stock market off on a negative side. But that's come around and now is positive. Bank of America had good earnings. They were better than expected. Of course, paying 25 bips on your savings account and getting 5 3/4 and from the Fed and 8 3/4 or something like that from mortgages. I guess there's a good spread there for profit potential anyway. But home builder sentiment is at a 10-month low as the mortgage rates are heading higher and higher. And auto theft is at 10% higher than last year, so that's a good business to be in too, apparently.
Well, parts are parts, you know.
Right? Yeah, right. So anyway, so that's all the things that are going on. Here's your numbers. December corn is 488.5, down a penny and a half. March corn is 503 1/4, down 1 3/4. November soybeans 1298 3/4, up 12.5. The March soybeans 1330 1/4, up 11.5. December wheat is 572 1/4, down a nickel, and March wheat is $6, down 4.5 cents. Crude oil 85.87. That's finally maybe found a top. It is down 79 cents. Heating oil is 312.60, down 2.3 cents. Gasoline is 226.32, down a penny, and probably puts us around what 291 maybe, something like that. So anyway, they don't really need to raise the price if you get, if you're listening out there. Natural gas is 367.8. That is down 4.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. US dollar buys $1.3629 Canadian. That is up 20 ticks. The dollar buys 149.69 yen. That's up 19 ticks. The euro's at 105.88, up 30 ticks. The dollar's at 106.09, down 15 ticks. Gold's at $19.2570, up $4.60. Silver's $23.01, up a quarter. And platinum is $8.89, down $7.
You have a good day, Doug.
Thanks. Yep, you too.
Talk to you again. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Going to take a break, and then who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Jerry Samolsky from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center, and we also have Craig Voorhees from Rummel Insurance.
They come along, but first these notes.
Beta Seed is known for an all-star lineup of experts, breeders, technicians, and scientists around a single goal, your continued success. This is Rob Gerstenberger reminding you that Beta Seed works hard to understand your challenges, goals, and opportunities. We have varieties bred to maximize tonnage and sugar while also managing disease, all developed and refined in your local grower fields. We know that you manage a lot of variables, but your Beta Seed team remains focused on one, grower satisfaction. Let me know how we've done and how we can build the next generation of seed together.
So how's harvest? Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Predictability in farming is next to impossible until now. Pivot Bio provides a more reliable, more predictable source of nitrogen. Pivot Bio delivers nitrogen directly to the plant throughout the growing season. Because it adheres directly to the root, Pivot Bio doesn't wash away in the rain. So plant more predictability next season with Pivot Bio. Learn more at pivotbio.com or contacting Don Morris at 989-239-2791 or Allie Morris at 989-780-3770 to get Pivot Bio products on your operation. We say good morning to Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what's going on?
Terry, it's fall time now. We keep talking about picking up those leaves and raking and all the other stuff. People make so much work for themselves out raking. Just mulch those leaves up and leave them on the ground. You don't need to rake. Matter of fact, blow your beds out, blow them into the lawn, and then mulch them up. It's just so much work saved by doing it that way, and you don't have to get the leaf bags and all that toting and hauling. Please just try it. Try it this year.
I think I will. My back dictates that.
You know what? As we get older, that gets to be easier, and seldomly, when things are easier, are they better? This is one.
You got it. Jerry, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. All righty?
You betcha.
All right. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Craig Voorhees joining me right now. Craig, harvest season. We're busy. There's a whole lot of trucks out on the road, and sometimes you wonder who's driving those trucks.
Right, Terry. With a permanent pile starting tomorrow for the sugar beet growers, got a question the other day from a customer about, who can he have drive his trucks during the harvest season? And the answer is, as long as they have a valid driver's license and they got all the endorsements they need. If they're, driving commercial, you need that stuff. But, anybody can drive them. The coverage stays in place. So just make sure they have a valid driver's license. Doesn't hurt to take a picture of it. If something does happen, they do get in an accident, you're going to need that information when you call your insurance agent. So just keep it handy, and hopefully everything is safe and sound for them.
And my guess is don't be afraid to call your insurance agent.
No, not at all. I mean, most insurance companies, if you're having just a couple folks driving for the next week or two, they're okay with that. But it doesn't hurt to double check. There are some companies out there that require all your drivers to be listed. They're few and far between, those companies, but if you happen to be with one of them, you should know that.
Good advice. Craig Voorhees, we'll talk to you again soon, okay?
All right. Thanks, Terry.
You bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Take a break, and then Steve Anderson will be joining us.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Make sure your equipment is ready for storage with equipment inspections from your New Holland dealer. Bring in your machine for an equipment inspection and pay no interest and make no payments for at least 4 months on qualifying purchases of genuine New Holland parts and service. Plus, you'll save 10% off genuine New Holland corn and grain header parts with a combine header inspection. Visit your New Holland dealer, Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, or Beale City to get these limited time deals.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Over to Baird & Company we go. Steve Anderson, good morning. What's going on today?
Well, we got some decent retail sales numbers, so it's got the market going up in anticipation of stronger economy.
Oh.
Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is ahead by 102, putting it at 34,087 on volume of 276 million shares. NASDAQ's down, though, by 283 at 13,565. Volume there, 335 million shares. Locally, unless they change before I get through them, they're green across the board. Caterpillar, 274.23, up 344. Deere, 394.24, up 370. CMS, 54.36, up 7. Dow 50.97 up 78, DuPont 75.99 up 69, Corteva 51.15 up 134, GM 30.52 up 47, Trinzio 709 up 22, Walmart 161.50 up 28, Huntington Bank 1039 up 21, Independent Bank 1879 up 58, and AT&T's ahead by 14 cents at 14.55. So I'm going to quit.
I don't blame you. Steve Anderson, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
I will. You do the same. Thank you.
You betcha. Steve Anderson over at Baird. We'll be right back.
Before it's too late and white mold becomes a problem, you need to ask your seed dealer for Heads Up seed treatment. When raising soybeans in the Midwest, you know the risk of being caught unprepared. As heard on Ag PhD, there are several steps you can take prior to planting for a successful management plan against white mold. Compatible and cost-effective season-long protection starts now by asking your seed dealer to apply Heads Up to your bean seed order. For more information, visit headsupst.com.
Looking for bigger, bolder, better yields? Look no further than FSC. FS Envision Seed Corn and FS High Soy Soybeans are here to change the game. Our seed products deliver winning results every single time. Your local FS crop specialist is ready to take your farm and yields to the next level. Ready to change the game with bin-busting yields at harvest? Reach out to your local FS retailer or visit fsc.com.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Kryzak's House Family Restaurant. Here's that all-important telephone number if you want to impress the people that you're preparing the food for. 989-894-5531. Call them up, tell them what you need, what you'd like, and when you want it, stop by, take it to your event, and you will be a hero at your event. Kryzak's House, also a great place to dine in. Corner of Cass in Michigan on Bay City's south side. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.